welcome back to my channel. Today we are recapping episode 3 of Girls Planet 999. But wait, before we get on to the recap, please subscribe.
Yes!
Let's start with the recap. We finally get to see an official performance with the glitz, the glam, the makeup, the outfits, the fashion. Before we can even get to practicing the actual song and dance and the performance, the girls have to first decide who gets what position, because that is extremely important. The only really big drama there was in this scene, a lot of the girls actually divided the parts pretty amicably.
I like that!
However, there was a lot of screen time on Yoon Taeyeon and her team because she was the one who actually picked out her members and also picked that song. You would think that maybe because you're the one who coordinated that team that you would easily, no problem, get the position that you want.
나 2개, 히카루 2개, 소리치 3개. 아, 그러면
Boy, was she wrong. No one voted for her, unfortunately. And I think it's because she brought in some really strong players on her team. Like, not only did she bring in a lot of top 9 girls, but she brought a lot of girls with very strong personalities.
뭔가 이거에서 살짝 눈치를 봤던 것 같아요.
They're not willing to back down either. So now that all the parts and positions have been assigned and all the girls have been practicing meanwhile, we finally get to see a dance-off, which I always love to see in every audition show. It's one of my favorite parts because we get to see them just have fun, let loose. They don't feel nervous or anxious or worried about making sure they do the right move at the right part. This is where we really get to see them shine and feel comfortable and show their best in a really playful, fun way. To be honest, I kind of was more entertained by the other girls' reactions watching the girls dance versus actual dancing. The reactions were hilarious. So not only did we get to see some popping, we got to see some twerking. We even got to see someone do the worm and do a flip in the air. However, in the middle of the dance-off, all of a sudden, instead of Girls Planet dance-off, it goes straight into Unpretty Rap Star. Stemming off of this dance-off, another key word that I heard a lot throughout this episode was energy.
Energy!
It's so important. I think maybe the reason why I was a little disappointed in just a tiny bit, disappointed in some of the girls' performances at the end was because I felt like it was lacking some energy. I just wanted a little bit more. Especially with How You Like That, I feel like it screams energy. It needs to be an explosion of energy. Out of all the teams that we saw today, out of the 4, Team 1 twice gave us the energy I was wanting. Second half of the episode, we get to see back to back each team going through their practicing and what challenges they experience, and we get to see them actually perform in front of the masters, who then decide which team wins. The first song performance that we watch is Twice, and boy, do I love a redemption. Twice Team 1, in their initial practice in front of the masters, they were not cutting it. Team 1 actually did a lot worse than Team 2 during that practice.
확실히 1팀보다는 2팀의 에너지는 좋았어요.
Not only the masters, but myself were quite worried that Team 1 was not going to be able to turn it around and deliver for the actual final performance. Were we wrong? They killed it. I was a little worried at first with Ho Ji-won as the center, and she wasn't really giving it to me at first in the practice, but oh my god, chef's kiss. Her performance was spectacular. Like, I forgot for a second that she's actually a member of a popular girl group, Cherry Bullet. I totally forgot that this episode, but when I saw her perform, I was like, of course! That makes total sense. She looked like a pro on that stage. Like, she knew what she was doing. Her facial expressions were on point. Someone has to count how many different facial expressions she did throughout that performance, because I'm telling you, it was a lot. Everyone in that group did amazing, but two members in particular that caught my eye, Kim Hae-rim and Lee-man. And even though team number 2 lost, I still think they did a really good job, especially compared to the How You Like That 2 teams, because no one made any mistakes. They also gave a really bright energy, joyful performance too, and I thought they delivered successfully. Kim Do-ho, who was the killing part / center on team 2, I gotta say, even though she was on Produce 101 before, if they're coming from a past season or another competition show, they have to show us something new, because I'm so used to seeing them from the past show, and again, like, I'm being overwhelmed, oversaturated by tons of new faces and new personalities. That person really has to show new charm and remind us again about why we like them in the past show or season. I think Kim Do-ho actually is doing this very successfully, because it's like I'm seeing a new side to her, or like I said, I'm being reminded by how energetic and how like charming and cute she is.
끼를 부어줘야겠다.
Her precision with performing and like singing and dancing is perfect. It's immaculate.
Yes or yes, yes.
She seems like a very reliable member to have in your group. And now on to How You Like That team. Because my expectations were so high, and then they picked a Blackpink song? Come on! I wanted to be satisfied with a like killer performance. Like, I feel like a shaken soda bottle that no one opened. So when we see both teams practice initially, Team 2 actually was amazing. Like, I had chills watching Team 2 practice. Their 눈빛, their body movement, and I was like, oh, give it to us. But then when Team 1 performed, oh, I was worried. In the final performance though, Team 2, unfortunately, even though they had an amazing practice, they didn't quite deliver in the final performance. What makes a really good, natural, successful performer is when they can reverse their mistakes and make it seem like nothing. Team 1 had the same challenge, but Team 1 did a slightly better job at remaining focused than Team 2 did. The Masters had selected Team 1 over Team 2, and I just want to give again a special shout out to a few members on Team 2, because despite these mistakes, I felt like these two members remained extremely focused and like they acted as if no one had made any mistakes and that they were still giving the best performance of their life. Andolinka. Also, Sunjia, she was the rapper. Team 1, now we obviously saw in the practices that Team 1 did not do well and they disappointed the Masters a lot. They actually had done a pretty good job in the final performance, but there were again a few minor mistakes that did disappoint the judges. Sunmi was saying how as the center you really need to go in there with a killing attitude. As if you're a warrior, you're gonna go in that performance, chew it up as if it's nothing. And like you need to dominate. You need to be the strongest, boldest presence as you can and have the attitude that you're going to win, you're going to destroy the competition. But did Shan Xiaoting deliver a great performance? Did she look beautiful?
How you like that?
Yes, but did I feel that like she's here to destroy? I didn't get that energy from her in this performance.
How you like that?
안 뛰어와.
My favorite out of that group was actually the rapper Xiao Yan.
I'll back. Plain Jane get hyped, don't like me, then tell me how you like that.
Who? What? Oh my gosh. Bad energy. She was so charismatic, so confident. Team 1 was selected as the winner from the Masters. This is gonna be the lowest for them in my opinion. And I think we're only gonna be seeing better and better and even better performances from these girls. So, with that being said, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this little recap. Bye! Subscribe. Yes or yes? I'm sorry about that. You're probably gonna unsubscribe now. I'm sorry. Let's start over.